Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get into this because this is on the horizon right now as I speak. So you guys can think what you want to think, but I keep repeating myself because I have an urgency. I don't want people to be deceived and misled. What is on the horizon is biometrics. Certain countries are already using it. Like India was a testing ground. 1.2 billion citizens of India are already gone into biometrics because the globalists, the high-ranking globalists that are working on a world government, they're so close to pulling it off, to getting it up and running. What their goal is to have every single person on the planet have a national biometric ID card with your photo, with your face on the ID card, with a fingerprint or an iris scan. Maybe trying to make it all sound nice. They're saying it'll be more convenient and it'll be faster and easier. We won't have to worry about money. And by the way, we're living in a new age. Everything's done electronically. Bankings are done electronically. Like financial transactions are done through the computer and so on and so on. They're trying to make it all sound nice. And plus, we're all fighting. See, they always try to use a crisis. We're all fighting theft, counterfeiting, theft, fraud, identity theft. So we come up with a new thing to identify people through biometrics. But that's not the truth, ladies and gentlemen. These people are liars. Let's face it, our governments are corrupt. Now, biometrics is 3 measurements of the body. They're going to take your hand and your palm, and they're going to put it on a palm scanning thing, a machine. It's going to analyze your hand. It's going to take the shape and the patterns and the veins and everything. Now, your hand's in the computer. Now, the next step will be, you're going to put these things on your eyes. It takes a picture of your eyes. Now your eyes are in the computer, and then they take a digital photograph of your face. Now your face is in the computer. They're sucking everybody into the database. So once you're in there, and then they're going to print your card out with your face, with an iris scan, or with a fingerprint or a thumbprint, whatever it's going to be. Because they're bringing the palm scanning machines into the stores, banks, restaurants, you name it. This has nothing to do with identity theft. This has to do with control. Because this is what they want, is a surveillance society. And you cannot have a surveillance society in a free society. So they're sucking everybody into the matrix system, which is the computer database. Because for what's it called? For people to do what the government tells them to do, they have to have them monitored and surveilled. And they actually said it in their own documents, that the governments of the world are going to enforce biometrics upon its people. The reason is for scanning them, tracking them, linking them, surveilling them, you name it. So this is what is underway right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is what's happening. We are the resistors. We must resist this, and we must fight against Big Brother. Because this is all that it is. Because I'm telling you guys right now, it's just amazing to see how fast they're moving. It's not even a joke, people. This is not a joke. This is for real. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. In the United States, I'm not joking around, okay? I'm not joking, people. In the United States, in the immigration bill, in the reform immigration bill, Obama passed a national biometric database for all Americans to have to hand over their biometrics. And it's mandatory. It's mandate. You have to do it. You do not have a choice. So what's going to happen if you don't do it? I don't know. I'm just saying, don't do it. Who cares what happens to you? Do not mark yourself as their cattle. Because the guy already said, those people that refuse to get this national biometric ID, either they're a terrorist or they're claiming to be an American when they're really not. That's why they don't want to identify themselves. This is a bunch of bull. I don't want to identify myself because I have privacy, okay? I have privacy. This is an invasion of privacy. These thugs that are working in the government. This is all that it's about, is invasion of privacy. This is about control. As they say, absolute power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Let them say whatever they want about you. You know the truth. This has been laid down. This has been their master plan since the very beginning of time, to have everybody tracked and monitored. Because they want a controlled society. And you cannot have a controlled society in a free society. That's why they want a cashless society, so they can have everybody tracked. They want to track society. This is a police state, ladies and gentlemen. This is a police state, like Eisenhower warned us about. Eisenhower warned us about the military industrial, and this is what's coming, military dictatorship. So anyways, it's not just the United States. They said the European Union, the Europeans are getting a national identification card so they can travel in and out as they please. Trying to make it all sound nice, but it's not. That's why people that are ignorant, they're going to go along with this. So I keep warning people, this is what's coming, people, okay? This is part of their cashless society. It's their power grid to control people. So the Europeans are getting a national biometric as well, ID, identification card. Germany as well is getting it. Japan, Africa, Mexico, and Israel. Israel, I think, is already in it. And this is for real, people. Just connect all the dots. Why are they doing the whole world? Because they're sucking everybody in. So during the future, a dictator is going to seize control of all this technology, and plus those that hand over their biometrics. And they actually said that they share biometric information commercially. Okay? And how many times have we heard that the Department of Defense has been hacked? Handing over your personal information to a bureaucrat, they can check up on you. And by the way, they said, don't leave home without it. See that? And so the teachers are going to rat out on the kids if the kids don't have their national ID card with them. Why don't they want you to leave home without it? Let me tell you why. Because on that national identification card, it's just like what they did to the Jews during World War II. They had papers, right? So we don't have papers. It's going to be all on electronic identification card, all your private secret information. You want to hand it over to a bureaucrat, and they're telling you not to leave home without it. You know why? Because it has RFID chips in the card. Because they want to track your every move. That's why they don't want you to leave home without it. And if you do leave home without it, and you get pulled over by a cop or whatever, and they demand you to show them your ID, and if you don't have it, they arrest you. They actually said this. It's there, people. Okay? So people can lose those cards, right? Where are they going to go after that? They're going to start microchipping people, or electronic tattoo mark, a digital enhanced mark. This is what they're doing, people. People need to wake up and see what's going on. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. You guys must resist this. This is the coming worldwide cashless system. This is what they're working in right now. Okay? This is what they are doing. And this is not funny. This is not funny at all, people. People need to wake up and realize what's going on. And I want to say this as well, right here. This is what it is. It's all about tracking and surveilling you. It's in the bill. Obama passed it. And the United Nations is calling for the whole world to have a national identification card. And without it, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't open a bank account, you can't do nothing. Nothing. You can't take a plane, nothing at all. Total control. This is all that it's about. But I want to get into this right now. Because I'm not mentioning anybody's names, though. I have a friend that I've talked to. She got into a big thing with her cousin. Because she was on Facebook exposing President Obama. And I'm calling Obama out. These people that are supporting him, they're being funded by these globalists. Okay? Obama is a master deception. He's the ultimate terrorist. Anyways. So my friend was telling her cousin about Obama, all the stuff that he's doing, because it's well known. It's well known. He's a high-ranking globalist. Just look at him. It doesn't take a genius to discover that out. And she says that my friend is slandering Obama, and she doesn't want to talk to her, and this and this and this and this and that. Well, if you don't like it, don't talk, because Obama is the ultimate terrorist. Everything is so secret about him. He did Fast and Furious. He brought the drugs and the guns into Mexico. He should be charged for treason. Same thing with President Bush, Bill Clinton. All of them should be thrown in prison. They should all be thrown in prison and charged for treason for committing crimes against humanity. This is well known, people. People need to wake up, but it seems like people just love sleeping in their deep coma that they're in. They don't want to wake up. They need to get up and read the facts and do their research and study this. This is not a joke. And all the stuff that he's doing, he's invading countries, he's killing innocent people by the thousands, by the drones. And he just signed an executive order last year in 2012 to bring in the North American Union, where Canada, U.S., and Mexico will merge into one super country. And she's saying, oh, you shouldn't talk bad about him. And yet my friend's trying to wake her up, and she's telling my friend that she shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, right. Obama is worse than Hitler, okay? Obama is worse than Hitler. Explain to me right now, if you're watching this video. Explain to me right now, I'm not saying your name. Explain to me right now, why in the world did Obama order 2,700 UN vehicles. Why did the Department of Homeland Security order more ammunition, more ammo, you name it? Why are they having military drills in the middle of the night? Because they're going to crash the economy. They're not stupid. Why is everything secret about him? He's a professional liar. Think about it. He gets in office. People want to know, where's this guy's birth certificate? Where is it? So what did he do to distract the people? Boom, the next day, we took out Osama bin Laden. No, they didn't take out Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden has been dead for years. You see how many people's minds got off that subject about the birth certificate? But they sent a guy, because Obama had to go get a fake. He got a fake one. It's a 100-year-old, he has a 100-year-old social security number from a dead person, and it's a fake social security number in any ways, and this and that. It's fake, ladies and gentlemen. He's a Muslim, okay? He called the Catholic, and by the way, the White House contacted the Catholic Institute. He said that he wouldn't, and Georgetown University, you can guys check this up, check it up. And yet this guy says he's a Christian. He called the Catholic Institute. He said that you guys have to cover the cross. If you guys do not cover the cross, I'm not coming to speak. So they covered the cross, and he came, and he says he's Christian, blah, blah, blah. And yet he's pro-abortion, he's for abortion, and all this other stuff. People really need to get their heads out of the sand and start realizing who is it that isn't in the White House. And by the way, to let you guys be aware of this, the globalists are laughing at you guys big time. Nobody elects nobody in as president. Either you're a Democratic or Republican. They're laughing in your face. It's all controlled by the globalists. Back in 2008, there was a Bilderberg meeting. You guys can check it out. I don't have time to explain to you who the Bilderbergs are. But they're pushing for a world government. Same thing with the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trial Commission, the Club of Rome, New Age Movement, United Nations, you name it. But back in 2008, there was a Bilderberg meeting in Virginia. Guess who was president? Guess who was present at the meeting? Obama and Hillary Clinton. And who became president? President Obama. And who became Secretary of State? Hillary Clinton. It has nothing to do with the people at all. It's not by the people for the people anymore. It's by these elites. And even Henry Kissinger said that his tactic will be bringing in the New World Order. It's not just a crisis, but it's a unique opportunity where really a New World Order can emerge. Yeah, people, they like to talk for nothing. Before they talk, they better do their research. I'm telling you now. I'm getting fed up. I'm getting fed up. So Darla, if you're listening to this, who cares what they think about you? You keep exposing him. He's a fraud. He's a manipulator. He's a deceiver. He's a master of deception. President Obama should be charged for treason. And yet nobody's allowed to visit the White House anymore. You know why? Because he's bringing the Muslims in. He's bringing in Sharia law. He's bringing in Sharia law. He's totally against the Constitution. He said, I will be able to bypass Congress and make decisions on my own. No, you won't. Who does he think he is? A dictator? That's exactly who he thinks he is. And that's what his tactic is to bring in a world government. And this is what he's doing. They've been at this for years. And Obama's the best man to usher it in. So this is all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can think what you want about me. This is the truth. This is what's going on here. Obama is not good. The only true president that you guys had was John F. Kennedy. And John F. Kennedy was going to abolish the Federal Reserve because he made it public about secret societies and so on. Because he said that speech, they got rid of him. They thought he was going to follow according to their agenda. They saw that he wasn't. He was trying to destroy it. They killed him. There you go. This is what's happening, people. They're bringing in a one-world government. This is not a joke. This is for real. And whoever you are, may you resist this national biometric ID card. Okay? May you resist it. May you fight for your freedom and your rights. Do not mark yourself as their cattle. You must stand up against Big Brother, because this is what it is. They want everybody to have a national biometric identification card. And they said by 2017, there's going to be a universal ID database. Everybody's going to be in a universal ID database. You see, they're going cashless, people. They're going to bring everybody into the system. So in the future, they have everybody in the computer. Because once it's there, it's not erased. So it's going to change from the national identification card to the mark of the beast after. And you won't be able to do anything. You just have to type in your name. Oh, so-and-so doesn't have a mark. And you're screwed. You can't buy a house. You can't buy nothing. You're all you're already registered. People need to realize what's at stake here. Okay? That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. I'm signing off. And may you warn your friends and family. And refuse the biometric scanners. All this stuff's coming in through the Department of Homeland Security. Read the federal documents. It's in the Pentagon documents and everything. Just study it. Do your research. Okay? You cannot afford to be ignorant. This is all I got to say. And I'm signing off. And God bless you all. and God bless America.